the information superhighway, an online network called Internet.
I don't fully understand why you turn your mic off when we're done.
I don't know. It just seems polite.
You think it's sitting over there drawing power from something unplugged on my kitchen counter?
No, but like, I don't know. It just seems like. All right, think about it this way.
Sure.
We are people of power, you and I.
And what does power mean?
We are quote unquote influencers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Let's say we were accidentally still recording, and then we said something, as we always do when we finish recording. We say like a whole 6 minutes of racial slurs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that on mic, so I turn my mic off.
But I edit these.
Edit is in quotes, I think.
Yeah, but I have a book.
You do not anymore.
To write down if I need to edit something out.
No, not anymore, you don't.
You want to talk about the elephant in the room?
Is the elephant in the room all of your LEDs that you have now?
No.
Oh, is the elephant in the room the lack of a book?
That's one of the elephants.
Is the elephant in the room the fact that I have yet to reference Big Wolf on Campus?
No, it's one of 3 elephants.
One of 3 elephants.
We'll talk about the first elephant. His name is Jarry. And he brought with him today the fact that I no longer have my book of notes with me.
Yes.
So a couple podcasts ago, I decided that I no longer was going to take notes, but I would still have the book out in case I needed to edit something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and also a staple of the podcast has been that I close that book.
I'm like rubbing up against the microphone. I'm just trying to scoot my chair forward. Sorry.
That's okay. Scott's just scooting.
Scott is scooting.
Scott's
Scott.
just scooting. So a staple of the podcast is that I close the book on every episode, and that's what that very dissonant is what you hear at the end of every episode before the outro music kicks in. I'm not going to do that anymore, largely because I'm way too lazy to find that book and put it on the table.
I mean, we could just as easily pre-record a slap and then bake it into the end part of the song.
That's way too much work.
All right.
I'm just going to clap. Just it's probably like the same noise.
Do we even need a noise, or because all right, because the music just goes. I
mean, we don't need a noise.
Yeah,
my plan originally was not to have a noise.
No,
we just end it.
The music's good enough.
We just end it.
If people really want the noise back, they can send us a hashtag says
bring noise.
Bring noise.
Bring my
bring
noise.
The noise.
Save.
Avoid the noid.
Good reference.
Thank you. Do you think our younger viewers are going to like that one?
Do we have viewers?
We have listeners. You're right. Terminology's correct.
Sure. Oh, okay. So that's Jarry.
Jarry. What are the other 2?
2 more elephants.
Can I name one of them, or do they already have names?
I mean, clearly they're people. They have names, Scott.
They're not people. They are elephants.
Elephants are people too, Scott.
Are they, though?
Yes.
Okay.
They bring things to this table.
All right. And what does the second elephant bring?
The second elephant is actually a twin to the third elephant. So it's Terry and Larry.
Okay.
And Terry and Larry are the blue and red elephants.
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing the connection?
Blue and red. Hi. Yes. The thing I'm putting my mouth up against?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up against is the correct term.
Yep, that's the one.
So we got new sound or wind screens. Colored windscreens.
Can you guys hear the difference?
I hope so. I mean, honestly, there might be a slight difference.
There might be. I think this has... It's got more like a kind of feel to it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just these are lower quality.
Right.
Than the other ones that we were using. I wanted to get a green windscreen for Scott and a purple one for me, but...
And we can finally embark on the Barney cast we've been wanting to do for ages.
Yup. But, and I'm going to bring the Amazon listing up because I want to tell people not to buy this.
Here's a pro tip. All you podcasters out there.
there's a listing on Amazon for this set of 10 colored windscreens, and I didn't expect them to be like incredible quality because they're $10 for like 10. And it shows on there that you get a it's gonna load up here. It shows that you get a blue, a black, an orange, a yellow, a pink, a red, a brown, a green, a gray, and a purple. Well, they're actually $3 now for all 10 apparently. Cool. But the problem is it's false advertising because they don't send you one of each of those colors. They just send you this weird assortment of garbage boys. So
there's no option to choose, is there?
No.
Okay.
You can. Well, there's two colors. There's the variety colors, and then there's just all black that you can choose on Amazon. So what I ended up getting sent was like a bunch of flesh colored ones, which aren't even listed.
Oh, I hate that.
A couple black, and then a couple red and a couple blue.
There you go.
So Scott is using a red one, Terry, and I'm using a blue one, Larry.
Cool.
And then Jarry, the book, is just gone.
Yep.
And he's elsewhere.
He's killed off.
So those are the elephants in this room for this episode.
And then Terry and Larry are going to fight to the death, correct?
No, they're twins. They love each other.
Right. But 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead, so they've got some
Pretty Little Liars reference on my podcast.
You keep saying it's a Pretty Little Liars reference. It's not. It is just a saying.
But it's in the theme song.
Sure, but
it's in the theme song.
But but the line "Now my life's turned upside down" is just a saying, but it's also in the theme song to Big Wolf on Campus. I'm not saying every time anyone says, "Oh, that turned my life upside down," that
it's
they're
a reference.
making a reference to Big. They are? Okay.
I want you to know that I almost just threw up.
From drinking water?
Yeah.
Was it that bad?
I just did it too animated.
Oh, okay.
And it so imagine you have a piece of paper and you're putting it into a shredder and it just goes in straight down.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Sure.
But then the next piece you put in kind of bends.
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh.
And then goes down and then kind of at that bend. That's what just happened with the water.
Everyone following at home?
That's the one.
Everyone, wherever you are right now, out loud, make the sound, Dylan. Do that.
Do that, please, and then send us a Twitter video of you doing it at
yeah. Send it to us
at An Online.
But you have to be whoever does it at the most public location and the most.
It's like the penis game.
Sure, it's like that. Only it's not. It's just dumb.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, so is the penis game.
Sure, but that one's just almost just you're being rude. Whereas the thing,
I feel like as long as you say it loud enough,
people could just think you're coughing.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, you can make any excuse. Like if you're playing the penis game, and
you just say you have Tourette's or something. Or?
Yeah, that's where I was going. Do you play? Because for me, I've only played the penis game a handful. For those that don't know, the penis game is
where you touch penises.
Sure.
Yep.
Traditionally, it's when a group of friends start saying the word penis as quietly as possible, and you just get louder with each sequential person until someone gives up. But in my case, most of the time, I'll just scream penis right off the bat. So
balls
everybody loses.
In your court.
Yeah. Sure. But so that's how I like to play the penis game.
Yeah? Can you demonstrate for us?
Penis!
Oh, God, that hurt my ears.
You asked for it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's.
Now, I'm gonna with the power of editing. Write this down in your notebook.
Absolutely not.
With the power
Jarry
of
is
editing,
out the window.
I'm gonna whisper penis, but we're gonna just crank up the gain a lot for that part. Are you ready? This is definitely happening, listeners.
Yep. All right, The name of this one is called PPP.
PPP, like the letter, or just they're spelled out?
Like, so it's like in an anime when it's like senpai, but it's like you got that, Dennis?
Write that one out however you think that's spelled.
Yeah, you're called Menace Man.
With hyphens,
Everybody-
with ellipses.
Everybody go check out our patron Saint of Podcasting's YouTube channel. He's been doing some work over there.
Some Spider-Man and Elsa.
He's trying to get, I think my favorite thing that he's doing is just his trying to get YouTube famous things,
Yeah.
where he made that vlog and then he did a sequential thing where he was just disappointed in his audience for not making him YouTube famous.
I haven't seen those.
They're pretty great.
That's awesome. Good on you, Dennis.
I don't have a link for his channel. Dennis, just put it in the description.
Put it up on screen right now,
Put
Dennis.
it on screen, Dennis. Throw that up. But yeah, he makes good quality video content.
He sure does. He also hijacks the NerdSync Twitter account and then retweets his own tweets, Dennis.
Does he? Wow.
He asked me permission to do that. Just don't overdo it, Dennis.
Yeah, stop DMing me every time you upload a video. I'm subscribed. I'll see it. Jeez.
God, we are trying to make you YouTube famous. It's everyone else you should be disappointed in.
I'm just my tradition so far is just to comment art in all lowercase on all of his videos when they come out.
That's good.
First time I did it, the reason it was just the word art was because I was laying on the couch and I only had the mouse in my hand and the keyboard was way far away. So I just copied and pasted ART from different parts of his description and then posted that.
You thought that was less work than just getting up and
Yeah, it
getting
was because I didn't have to move.
All right.
I had the mouse. I didn't have to move to get the keyboard.
Fair enough.
It was quick and easy. Easy peasy. I had more time than I had strength to get up off my ass.
I'm not going anywhere.
No. I didn't have anything else to do that day. It took like a minute tops.
Yikes.
Okay, we did get the name out of the way.
Yeah.
Do we want to introduce ourselves? Do we want to start this podcast now?
Yeah, let's start it. Hi, everyone. God. Hi, everyone.
I felt good.
Sure did.
Throat goblin.
It sounded gross.
Hello.
My name is Scott. I didn't do it again. I don't know how.
Say your catchphrase.
You keep saying that I have a catchphrase.
Are you so
Own this town. Yes. Yes.
I hate that I know it
We
by
did
proxy
it.
now.
We did it, everyone. I want everyone to. I tweeted that link out the other day.
I saw that.
I want people to now go comment. I don't know what the comments should be, but I want it to be something where we'll know, but the owner of that video and everyone else in the comments who actually likes the show will have no idea why everyone's commenting.
Just go
this
on
one
there
thing.
and comment. Man, this is a nice Jarry.
Yeah, that's a good one. Say, yeah, man,
Some-
this is a nice Jarry. Verbatim. Man,
That
this is
one.
a nice Jarry.
But do like, man! Explanation point.
Yep, that's right.
This is a nice in all caps, Jarry. Ellipses.
Yes. And spell Jarry so everyone's on the page. It could be the G one or the J one.
Jerry.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Jarry.
What?
New
What
spelling.
a fun spelling.
It's Barry, but with a J.
That's right, it is. I'm
Wanda's making all kinds of noise.
Scott.
I'm not Wanda.
Wanda?
Wanda's my cat, and she's
What?
making a lot. We just hit leet.
We just hit what?
Leet.
Oh. 13 minutes and 37
Sorry,
seconds.
That's not going to line up because I hit record before we actually started,
Fair
but
enough.
on our time. Wanda's my cat who has a bell collar, and she's making lots of noise in the background. I'm going to suffocate her later.
We have that
Don't call
recorded
PETA.
now.
It was a joke. Sorry. I apologize immediately.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to give everyone an update. Sorry, were you going to chime
Update?
in on something?
No.
I just want to give everyone an update. I have a desk in that blank area of my apartment now.
Mission accomplished, everybody.
Dylan
Scott
hasn't
bought
seen
a table.
I didn't buy
Scott
a
bought
table.
a table.
I
It's close enough. I
I-
told you, compromise, put a desk in there, and you did it.
Because I wanted a bigger desk, and then I was like, hey, now I have separate desks.
He has 2 desks.
I have 3 desks,
3 desks.
but I only have 8 legs, so one of them just on the ground.
Can that be the title of your memoir?
What? 3
3
desks, and 8 legs.
A Scott Nice&nbsp story. Somebody make that movie poster.
That's pretty good. But yeah, so now there's a space
It's
there.
a
and I'm still
standing
working on
desk,
it.
right?
It's a standing desk, but it's still too short for me.
Okay.
So I need to buy like just like a box or another stand for my laptop to put it on that actually brings it up to an appropriate
gotcha.
height. But or just taller legs. But whatever one's cheaper, I'll probably do.
Just get 4 of those classic leg lamps
Yeah,
and use those.
like from A Christmas Story.
yeah,
I love that idea.
4 of them.
And so it'll look like 4 human
Yeah,
legs.
it'll look like your desk.
But it has to be a standing desk, so they are
Yes.
they are like Karen Gillan long.
Yeah, exactly. Just incredibly long lamp leg.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's a disconnect
Mm-hmm.
in the lamp leg reference.
So because you don't. What's the disconnect there? I was making assumptions.
How's that sound?
It's a nice kind of subtle thing that I could really get on board with if there was like 30 minutes of that.
It's raining.
Yeah, it kind of does sound like a distant outdoor rain.
Sorry.
That's right.
So no, some people. Whenever I think lamp. I want to preface this by saying I have seen A Christmas Story very many times, so this is not like a weird age thing. But
Well, yeah, because it's not even like A Christmas Story was a new movie when I was a kid.
no,
Yeah.
But like, I don't want that to be. I'm very sensitive about people being ageist because it has been a thing all my life.
You are a child.
Apparently. Celeste is Discording me. I'm gonna call her and get her on the podcast.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I'm gonna hold on.
What does she want?
I don't know.
What does she want from you?
She just said, "Are you online?"
Is she going to pick on me because she still thinks I wear cargo shorts?
I hope so. We'll talk about that in a minute. Call her, please, on the phone. All right. I'm gonna speak before she speaks, just in case she divulges personal information. Is it ringing?
I don't know. She's going to immediately come on. Dylan, my social security number is...
Hello?
I don't think it's working.
Is this not working? Oh, God, hold on.
Is it just the settings of the app that you have to change, or is it on speaker
don't know.
naturally? Or?
Celeste, can you hear me? Hold on.
Is Celeste even really there? Does she exist?
Not sure that worked. Let's try it on Discord. Stay with us, guys. Just stay with us.
Stay with us.
Tell them a story while I.
Yeah, sure. Look, does it have to be a
But
real story?
A quick story.
Or
Just a quick boy.
a quick story. All right. Some guy knocked on my
All right,
door earlier.
Jeez, hold
and
on, Celeste.
It was he got the wrong apartment. End of story.
He got the wrong apartment.
Yep. And he was like, nope.
How do you get that wrong?
Well, because I live in a complex where we have a 2105 East and a 2105 West.
Oh, that's
now
right.
everyone knows my apartment number, but not where I live, hopefully.
Why? Yeah, that was stupid of you.
Can we bleep that? Can we bleep that at all or nah?
Nope, I don't have Jarry anymore.
Well, all right. Guess I have to move.
Fuck.
Moving to Disneyland. Do you just want to take this call and then I can try to entertain everyone one-on-one?
What? No. Well, I want this to... Hold on, let me play some music, because I just don't know at this point. Just tell him another story.
Okay. So, I'll along the same lines, somebody else came to my apartment, and I think it felt like a maintenance thing, and they also got the wrong apartment. So, it's two times in the past couple of days. Did that need to be a longer story?
You just
or-
told the same story
No,
twice.
but it was two different people.
Yeah, but you still just
So
told the
it's
same
two different
story
stories.
twice.
It's a similar outcome, yes, but it's two different stories.
I don't know about that.
Someone also called my phone the other day, but it was the wrong number.
It's the wrong number.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know, right? These are the shortest stories I can think of, Dylan. Did they need to be longer?
I just don't fully understand why this isn't working anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The way that we play music is I have an aux cord into my phone and it's just not outputting anything. Not sure why. Welcome. This is the most interesting podcast on planet Earth.
I feel like it was going pretty good, and then Celeste ruined everything.
Yeah, let's blame her. Don't worry about the headphones. I'm just
Oh, okay, so people are still listening. Okay.
sorry. I'm just technical difficulties here
You remember that one podcast?
where we tried to find the sweet spot.
And then I was a robot for a bit, I think. Was that the same podcast?
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, that was a good podcast.
I don't know what's going on.
That's fine.
I'm gonna
Take the call.
Okay, so
Oh.
so it is working. My phone is playing audio
You are on a beta? Could it just be a weird bug?
potentially. Well then, we'll have to play.
I can try to play music just to see if it is a weird bug.
We'll do that in a minute. I'm gonna
Okay.
call Celeste
Call
to get on the
Celeste.
speaker. Okay. Hi.
Hi, Celeste.
You're on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast.
You are.
I thought you were calling me from your thermostat or some shit.
No, I wasn't calling you from my Ecobee smart thermostat.
Sponsored.
No, not a sponsor. Sorry, we were trying to play it through like the speakers or the headphone jack aux thing in our recording setup, but it wasn't working very well. So,
Oh.
I assume you wanted to talk about personal information, but I just wanted to call you and tell you that I can't currently because we're recording.
I was gonna ask if you want to play Overwatch.
Oh, okay. I will tomorrow, probably.
Okay.
All right. I will text you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
Nobody invites me to play Overwatch.
Because you don't have it on PC.
Got it on Xbox. There's a computer inside.
Here, let's try
Yeah.
Scott's
All right.
phone. Maybe it's beta. Maybe my phone dead. Play something, will ya? I'll tell them
right.
a story.
Okay.
I got a new thermostat the other day.
I am playing it. Nothing is happening.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll figure it out later. I got a new thermostat the other day. My electric company contract was running out soon, so I decided that I would re-up and get like the fancy package that comes with an Ecobee smart thermostat. So the
Mhm.
guy came and he was really nice. I actually might work with him. I mentioned I was a video editor and he was like, "Hey, got a card?"
Can you make us some sweet thermostat videos?
Well, apparently he started like a social media like group and they're going to make videos soon. So he basically asked me out on a date. He was like,
Aw.
"We should have some coffee sometime and we could talk."
Dude, that's rad.
So,
I'm proud. I'm happy for you,
look-
man.
I'm looking for an email from him soon. But yeah, I got to
He's
think.
got to wait 3 days first.
Oh, is that the rule?
Mm-hmm.
I see. But yeah, I got it. It's compatible with Apple HomeKit. It's real cool. Let's try it out here.
Let's try it. Let's make it as cold as you can get it. 32 degrees, please.
Hold on.
That's Fahrenheit.
Turn John on. Do it. It's gonna turn it on. It's gonna turn. My thermostat's name is John, by the way. It's Siri is processing. It's Siri compatible.
Yeah.
Is
You're also on a beta.
she said be right with you? Oh no.
Sorry, Dylan. I didn't hear back from your devices.
Oh, your
Oh.
device isn't working.
It was working the other day, but I am on a beta, so and I've never used HomeKit before, but it was working
I believe you.
the other day. I told her to turn John on, and then the AC kicked in.
No, that makes sense. I believe you.
But
There's no reason to think you're a liar.
But yeah, it's really cool. It's a fun time, and it came with a little sensor that I have in my bedroom
I
that
barely know it.
that has motion tripping and temperature. So basically, if you walk into a room and you trigger the sensor, it checks the temperature, and if that room is lower or higher temperature than what your schedule wants the temperature to be at, it'll turn on the AC in either direction.
Cool.
So like it's in my bedroom right now at my door. So if I walked into my bedroom door and it was like it's 80 degrees in this bedroom, then it would kick the AC on and take it down to 75, which is what I have it set at.
Cool.
And then it would turn the AC off
Sounds
once it's
rad.
at 75. And I can also, there's an app that I can control everything from. So if I forget to turn the AC off and I'm in my bed, I don't gotta get out of bed.
No, of course
As
not.
long as I have my smartphone device.
Can you do one of those things where you schedule it? Because I like going to bed cold but waking up warm.
You can do that.
Yeah. Because if it's cold when I wake up, there's no chance I'm getting out of bed until I'm warm.
Yeah, that you can set your hours of, I mean, you'd have to, if you have an irregular sleep schedule, which people like us normally do.
Yep.
You would have to set it
Well,
like every night.
Either way,
but-
you can control it from my phone. So if I'm like, boy, it's too cold right now, I can just heat it up real fast.
Yeah, you can set like a bunch of different schedule settings for like when you're normally out of the house, when it's normally sleep time.
That's something my old thermostat had when I lived with my brother. But yeah, because I had such an irregular sleep schedule, it was almost useless.
Exactly. But I like it. It's it makes me feel like I'm closer to living the Disney Channel original movie Smart Home.
Smart house.
Smart House. Wrong home. The Smart Home is actually the bootleg version that you find at the local 7-Eleven.
That's correct.
In that version, everything's just fine. The house doesn't
Find it a
go crazy.
block blister or whatever.
Block blister. Not a sponsor.
But yeah.
That was good. What else has gone on in my life?
I don't know. I was just going to talk about Smart House for a bit.
What about it? The fact that the kid falls in love with the house and it's really
He
concerning.
doesn't fall in love with the house.
He kind of does.
No, he doesn't.
He like falls in motherly love with the house.
He found a mom in the house.
Yeah.
Yes, but he didn't fall in love with the house.
I felt some Oedipal subtext
You think
going on
so?
there. Yeah, a
So
little
like
bit.
when the smoothie machine started flying out oranges secretly, he was like, "Yeah, kill dad, kill
Oh,
dad, kill
hell
dad."
yeah. That boy, he had some stuff. He had some problems. Just saying.
Oh God.
Who was in that movie? Let's
It
check it
was. Oh, I always forget her name, but she's a very famous actress who is Married with Children in Futurama and 8 Simple Rules.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
No.
Will Smith.
It's like Kate something or other.
Sarah Smith.
No.
Willow Smith.
No, I don't think it's any of the Smiths.
Can we talk about how stupid the name Willow Smith is?
I like the name Willow.
Yeah, but his name is Will.
Okay.
That's too...
Do you think is his middle name O? Like it says an O?
His name's Willow Smith.
What happened to your microphone?
Nothing.
I cannot hear you in my headphones anymore.
Well, your headphones are bunk.
No, I hear myself.
It's still being recorded. Hold on.
Oh.
Let's find a sweet spot.
Okay.
Mixer.
Here, let me just move around.
Monitor. How about now?
Now I can hear you, yes.
How about now?
I can still hear you.
Okay, well then nothing changed.
I don't know.
You've been duped. Let's see here. We've got Kevin Kilner as Nick Cooper.
Nobody cares about him.
Ryan Merriman as Ben Cooper. That's the Oedipus boy.
Right.
Katie Seagal
That's her name.
as Pat.
Yep.
Pat.
It's Pat.
Jessica Steen as Sarah. Burns.
None of these people except Katie went on to do anything.
Susan Haskell. That sounds familiar. Who's she? Let's find out.
Which she was the one who designed Pat, correct?
Maybe. I don't know the names of these characters. They've all changed. They all look different now.
Fair enough.
It's been like 18 years. I was 1 year old.
Oh
when
my
this
God,
movie
you
came out.
were. Oh, that is weird to me. Oh my God, I'm looking at how Ben Cooper looks now, and he is a dreamboat.
Yeah, he's pretty hot.
Oh my God, I think I'm in love.
Dream, 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 dream. Why isn't that our
No.
theme song? I want to recount.
Oh, Jessica Steen played Sarah Barnes, who's the one who designed the. Yeah. I just thought they would list the tiny girl first.
Haskell is a good last name.
Haskell is a good last name.
Just like Kanigher.
It's very satisfying to say, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just browsing Twitter on my podcast now.
Oh, I thought we were all just looking up Smart House.
was.
There's a lot of stuff in Smart House that's great. Keep going. The most useful thing about Smart House is like the automatic cleanup. I think that's the thing that people want the most.
I disagree. I like cleaning.
Yeah?
I think I like to get into fits of cleaning.
Sure. I do. I just cleaned my whole apartment the other day. I think it's great, but my problem is I do it when I'm procrastinating, when I need to be doing other things.
see.
And I'm like, oh, but I also could be cleaning right now. And that's, that's productive in a
Somewhat.
sense. Because how
Sure.
could I work if I have a messy house?
Oh no. See,
So-
I don't care if my house is messy until I'm like lounging in it for a while and I'm like, I'm a pig.
For me, it's almost always a day or two after somebody sees how I live. And I'm just like, I'm going to clean up a bit.
I liked how the other day you didn't initially let Ricky and I in.
Yeah, because Sparta threw up everywhere.
I'm used to it. It's fine.
But I vacuumed. Everything's fine now.
Good. You vacuumed up that vom. You feed
Most
the
of it.
V.
Yeah.
Feed the bee.
So let's talk
Is
about.
this racist? Was that racist?
Slightly.
Just
let's,
a little bit?
Let's jump ship. Other great Disney Channel movie,
Dream,
Jumping
dream,
Ship,
dream.
which is a sequel to Horse Sense. Had starred the
Horse.
starred the Lawrence brothers.
Jennifer and Johnny.
I don't think any of them were named John.
That's
It was
a tragedy.
It was Andy, Joe, and oh my God, why can't I remember his name? He was in Boy Meets World for seasons.
Topanga.
That's right, Topanga. Well, her name was Topanga Lawrence. Oh,
Was it
hey,
really?
yeah. But I'm talking about the actor.
Topanga is not a name.
Sure, that was the kind of the joke. She had a sister that
Oh, then
never
it is
ever.
a name. Fuck Boy Meets World.
She had a sister whose name was Nebula. Nebula Stop the War Lawrence.
Like the blue?
Like Karen Gillan. Bringing it
Karen
all
Gillan.
back around.
I got real confused for a while when there was a girl named Karen Gillan and a boy named Kieran Gillan.
Yeah, Kieran, yeah.
And there's one who's very good at writing comic books sometimes, and then one that's very good at acting sometimes.
Sometimes, sure.
And they're different.
They are different human beings, correct.
But then one of them shaved their head.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you figure out which. What does Kieran Gillan even look like?
I don't know.
I guess I just showed my hand there.
Yeah. Bald, but shaved.
I was really impressed with that when Karen Gillan actually shaved her head for Nebula.
Hey, man, that's
That was-
dedication.
yeah, it was commitment. Let's see. What are you looking up?
I'm trying to figure out how to spell Kieran Gillan.
Oh, it's Kieron.
Right. I was more so trying to figure out if Gillan was an A or an E.
It's an E.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that was different too. Oh, I know what this guy looks like. He is bald.
Yeah, he
Slightly.
does have kind of a shaved head, doesn't he?
Yeah. So I guess they're both bald. He write
Well,
good.
Karen Gillan's no longer bald. In the
No.
second movie, she wore a bald cap.
Yes, but still. Mine makes bigger noise.
Do you want to put down your phone, everyone?
Where's your case?
I don't need it.
Why not?
Because I only need it when I need extra battery power. Because it's a battery case.
But it looks pretty.
Yeah, but this is
Don't
smaller
you
and
always
lighter.
need extra battery power?
Not when I have my backpack that I hacked to do charging.
What if you lose your backpack?
Well, then I'll find it with map.
Map? Find it with map?
Mm-hmm.
From Dora Explorer?
He's the map. He's the map. He's the map. He's the map. He's the
I'm
map.
the map! How did the map talk?
I don't know. It was probably something like,
How was he allowed?
we gotta go to Grandma's house. That's not it at all.
Was that Max and Ruby? Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ruby and Max.
I don't know what that is.
Max and Ruby. It was the most chill
Okay.
Drin's show
Ah.
ever. Let me see. This is the point where I would play the theme song through the. I'm really upset that the aux thing doesn't work.
Yeah.
That-
That's okay. We'll make do.
But
Can you just sing it?
well, I kind of already did.
Oh, okay.
But it was starring everyone in the show. I don't know if it was everyone or just the protagonists or the main characters, but they're all bunnies. Max and Ruby and their grandma are bunnies. And their
Okay.
parents are nowhere to be seen, but apparently like a couple years ago they finally showed their parents. It was like a big deal.
Oh.
But yeah, it was just about Ruby was Max's older sister, and Ruby was like a teenager, but Max was like 8, just like small child.
Mm-hmm.
And Max would always just play and get into antics, and Ruby would be like, Max.
No.
And then occasionally
Classic.
they would go to their grandma's house. And it was really like the
It's
animation.
like Little Bill.
Sure. Yeah, it's the same like kind of atmosphere.
No, Little Bear. I'm thinking Little Bill was.
Okay. Well,
Little Bill was Bill Cosby's show. Never
Yes.
mind. Oh, a crossover between those two would be weird. Anyway.
But yeah, it was just this really like nice feeling show. It was a feel good show. Taught you a lesson.
Sure did.
Had some nice calming music.
Uh-huh.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ruby and Max.
Yeah.
I loved it. It's like the opposite of iCarly in terms of energy.
Yeah, that show had at times too much energy.
No such thing.
No?
As long as you're in the mood for it.
Fair enough.
You can say that about anything, though. If you like being raped, then it's okay.
Oh my God. That's not where I wanted this whole podcast to go to. But on a serious note, if you like it, then it is it rape? Like if you're consenting to it?
Well, you're not consenting to it. You just like it.
You just like it?
Yeah.
All right, then fair enough.
Yeah. I would know.
Guys, don't rape anybody. Guys, don't rape anyone.
Why not?
That should go without saying. Just be a decent human being. I feel real gross right now.
Why? Just talking about rape.
Yeah, I don't know. It's,
The R word.
as some would say.
Retard.
Yeah, that would be the other one.
I remember I got real mad when I was a child at my parents for saying retard
Oh, really?
because I was like, I'll be PC. Oh.
It was the complete opposite for me. My parents were very upset that we would say words, right? None of us would ever like use the traditional swear words, right? But we would say stuff like, "Yeah, oh, that's retarded" or whatever, because we were children and that was funny.
I think we're.
But then, just to finish my thought,
Sorry.
then it got to a point where we all kind of grew up, like my brother and sister all grew up enough that we realized maybe we shouldn't just use that word willy-nilly to just comment on things. And at that point, in my mom's head, she internalized it as, nah, it's just a cultural thing, so I'll start saying it.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, Mom, you are too late to this. It would have been unfortunately socially acceptable a couple years ago.
Right.
But now you are just making yourself look like a fool.
Yeah.
But yeah, what were you going to say?
I think retarded is just not a great word,
Yeah.
regardless of all of its.
I think in the proper
reputation.
context, I think in the proper context of like the dictionary definition
to retard.
Yeah, sure. I think it's totally appropriate,
Sure.
but it absolutely catches me off guard every single time. That if somebody uses it in a very professional sense.
That's true. That's the same thing with, like, I said anal in class once using the dictionary definition. Everybody laughed at me because no one, like, the people that were laughing at me were the people
likes
who,
it in his butt.
yeah, they genuinely didn't know what anal meant.
Ah, they were just dumb.
Because I was like, I'm very anal about certain things, and they thought like I messed up.
Dylan
and-
likes to put certain things in his butt.
I mean, I won't deny that, but
Hey, explore your bodies, everyone.
Diddle put one finger up there.
Yeah, just one knuckle deep.
Not this one though.
Okay.
This one.
No.
One knuckle deep. That's too far.
No, like one of these is a.
You've
each
gone
one,
too
each
far.
One, each one of
Oh,
those
this is a
joints is a
knuckle?
knuckle. Yeah.
No, these are your knuckles.
You think so?
No, sorry, these are your
Those
knuckles.
are not just whole hand, huh?
Knuckle.
You're pointing to your wrist. That's an elbow.
Knuckle.
No, you're getting colder.
I really wish my screensaver was of knuckles. the
Yeah,
echidna.
I thought so too.
That would have been amazing, and only we would have laughed. That's okay. Well, I could have pointed to your microphone. Could have pointed to Terry
How would that have helped?
because he's red.
Right, but I wouldn't have gotten that. I don't
No?
immediately think of, oh, something's red.
But
so
if I said knuckles or knuckle,
Yeah?
maybe you would have gotten it.
Sure. Although in my head, I still sometimes confuse knuckles and tails. So
Well, humans don't have tails, so
right, no, I get that part.
well, they do at birth, but they're chopped
You have
off.
tail. That's right. It's like a whole. It's a whole like a Illuminati thing. We can't have children with tails.
I used to really want a tail. It wasn't a furry thing. Just thought it'd be useful.
So you want like a nice long tail that could like
Yeah.
a nice prehensile tail that you could just grapple onto things with.
Think about the possibilities. You could grab things.
Yeah.
You could
But here's the
monkey
thing.
bars.
But here's the thing.
Put it up
So as we discussed earlier,
right up there.
Sure. Explore your bodies. As we discussed earlier, you were so lazy that you copy pasted words. So think about your tail though. It would be equally as lazy. You could have like potentially went and like grabbed something with your tail, but you would have been like, I don't want to move my tail. Pass.
Sure. But like when I'm in that, like for example today, I tried to nail or drill a pencil drawer into the bottom of my desk, but because of gravity, it proved to be very difficult with only two hands. My solution was to find a third hand and a giant clamp, but if I had a tail, I could have just held it up with my tail.
So what I'm hearing is you want a tail because you want to forego one of the staples of humanity that is tools for
Well, it just would have
tails.
been easier
yeah.
because I wouldn't have had to walk all the way in here, grab the clamp,
But
put
think-
it on there,
think about-
potentially damage the
So
pencil drawer.
Think about human evolution. If instead of developing tools, we all just kept tails around, we just grew longer.
I'm
bigger
sure we'd
tails.
still have tools
You
because
think
our
so?
tails aren't going to be Phillips head screwdrivers.
You think so?
Yeah.
What if instead we just build everything around tails?
I
So-
imagine our tails would just be normal things that come to a point
Sure.
and would just
We
be
just
gross
wrap around
skin
we just
grafts.
Wrap around it.
Is there? What's the? I'm gonna. I'm a little scared to look this up,
Yeah.
but I want to. What's the longest case of a human keeping their tail?
Oh, like into adulthood?
Yeah,
Oh God, I bet there's somebody who like
I'm sure.
as an elderly person died with their tail.
Yeah, just has a tail.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a baby with a tail. Ooh, that's gross. I don't want to look at that anymore.
They get real long sometimes. It's weird.
It was like this long.
Yeah.
And they were a
Ugh,
baby.
For a baby. Ugh, would it stay that long or would it grow?
That's the question.
Please write us if you have a
What are
tail.
the
We are
medical-
curious.
And do we have any listeners with tails?
Please don't send pictures.
No, yeah, do.
Okay.
Please. I want those.
But make sure to tag an online podcast and don't tag an online podcast.
Do you
because-
have to pre-cut your shorts and pants, or do you just shop at furry shops
I mean,
where they have holes for tails?
yeah.
Or do you go to sex shops and just get assless chaps and wear
Or-
those all day?
Or do you pull an angel from X-Men and just strap it down?
Like the wings?
Yeah.
Never made
No,
sense
his
to me.
tail. Of course, the wings.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure Angel had a tail at some point.
You think
It's fucking
so?
comic books.
Just like out of everything, he's like, and a tail.
Listen, Spider-Man killed Mary Jane with his radioactive cum.
That
Things
not
happen.
canon, though.
So you didn't say we're talking about 616 Angel.
Look, can I say how many people want to point that out? No matter, like in any occasion,
It's just because it's a very well-known weird comic book.
It's
thing.
one of everyone's. Well, it's in an area right now where I think people don't realize that it's well known.
Oh yeah.
So they try to say it as like, did you know that this happened? And
I'm
I'm like,
stop you right there.
yeah,
We don't talk about comic books on this podcast.
you're right. I'm sorry,
I
but
didn't realize that. That's my bad.
there are those bits of trivia, comic
Yeah.
book or otherwise, where I feel like they're well known, and maybe that's just from my perspective of
Could be.
being
Our
the smartest
bubble.
person in the world.
Sure.
But also it's I don't know. It's like a weird scenario where I want to say like, yeah, I already know that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, but I don't want to be a dick about it.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. That's like. Never mind. I was gonna call someone out, but
I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're thinking.
okay, cool.
We can do it in vague terms and not use that person exact thing. But like, yeah.
I learned something new the other day and tweeted about it, and then somebody responded and was like, "Oh, you stupid."
That was one of those things where everyone was, under the impression that it was common knowledge, including myself.
Sure, but
But
I
you
didn't know
learned
it.
something new,
yeah.
and good on you.
And now I know that it's something that I should have known, and I'm an idiot for not knowing it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel bad about learning, so I'm never gonna learn again.
We could do that's right. We could talk specifics, but it's about comic books, and we don't really.
Yeah, we don't
want to
talk
do
about
that.
comic books on this podcast.
Mm-mm. I will. It was a piece of trivia that I talked about on Nerd Sync podcast.
AC kicked on because it got hot.
There you go.
Ecobee.
But yeah, I kind of do want to talk about it because there's a bit of a comic misconception around it.
We don't talk about comic books
I
on
know,
this
but
podcast.
okay. It's not a comic. It's a person.
Don't care.
It's a real life individual who
related.
lived. But like by that
What do you
logic,
think of Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2?
it's not the
Sorry,
best.
book 2.
Book 2. It's not the
What about
best.
that episode where they go into the cave with the people and they're all singing songs and
That's
stuff?
season 2.
I don't know if it's season 2,
I thought
but
that was season 1.
potentially. And then it's the Love Cave.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that episode at least 20 times. That's the one.
Secret tunnel.
I used to hate that episode because anytime they were showing Avatar on Nick and I would come home from school, it's the only one they ever fucking
Oh,
showed.
because it's the one where like potentially Aang and Katara kissed, but maybe they didn't. I don't know. I mean, they definitely did in the season series finale for
Yeah.
sure. That was like the last thing that
They
happened.
also in canon went on to get married and have children.
and have children,
So-
which may or may not involve kissing, but
I mean, honestly,
doesn't have to.
it doesn't have to.
Explore your bodies.
Get a tail. Stick it up there. You know that there are tail butt plugs that people just wear?
That makes sense to me.
No, like in everyday life.
Oh, just like around town.
It's popular among the furry community.
That makes sense to me.
It's like a neon
Yeah.
fur tail that they just stick in their ass
Sure.
and walk around with.
All right.
I just why's it got to be in your butt all day every day?
Let me ask you a question. Why don't you have anything in your butt right now?
Cuz it's not appropriate.
According to...
Social.
Look, I'm just trying to find a way to reveal
This
that
is
I've
my
been wearing
home.
a tail butt plug this entire time.
That'd be upsetting.
Yeah? My life, my body, my rules.
Between your cargo shorts.
Mm-hmm. I don't wear cargo
Scott
shorts.
wears cargo shorts.
All right. Changing topics.
Scott hates
Jumping
my fashion.
Ship starring
Scott-
Joe Lawrence.
All right, everybody tweet
Andy Lawrence.
before we get into anything
Matthew
biased.
Lawrence.
Your tweet for today. Do you think varsity jackets are cool? Yes, no.
Oh,
tweet
God.
at
Oh,
An
so
Online Podcast.
We're getting into this. Also tweet your age.
No. No. Dude,
Yes.
I don't want to know your age.
Yes.
Age doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, 'cause
Fashion
it
is
proves-
timeless.
No, it is not.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean fashion is timeless?
Scott has this very weird attribution
You
where
say
he
it's
hates
weird.
varsity jackets for some reason.
You say it's weird, but from my perspective, you're weird.
I like varsity jackets. They're
And I
cool.
don't. Let's move on.
Well, why you gotta call me out on it?
I was curious. I just said why. I prefaced it by saying
I got a new varsity jacket
I
in the mail,
and
and Scott turned to me and
I-
went, "Question: This might sound judgmental, but why?"
I said I don't want it to sound judgmental, but why?
The fact that you said that, you already knew that it was gonna sound judgmental.
But I didn't want it to.
So?
How else
That's
could
like
I have asked the question without it sounding judgmental?
you just don't then.
But
That's like saying,
are you
no offense,
saying-
but why are you fat?
No, but are you you're equating your fashion with are you saying that you are not very comfortable with your fashion, that it's the same about asking someone about their weight that they might not be comfortable with?
No, I'm very comfortable
Then
with it.
what's the problem of me asking why?
Because it's just rude.
How is it rude if you're comfortable with yourself? It's just a question.
It's a rude question.
How is it rude?
It's like you just don't ask that.
Why?
It's not affecting you in any way.
But I'm curious. I'm a curious human being.
Why do you?
I want to explore my
what-
body.
What genuinely did you think you were gonna get from me, other than I like it?
I was hoping for more insight, for sure.
It's just fucking clothes.
Right.
They look good.
Right. And so again, as I explained at the time, what I thought was happening
There's no
is
deeper
I
meaning.
know, but what I thought it was that Dylan, if in case it wasn't covered in the childhood episode, or if this is your first time, Dylan didn't go to high school that much.
I dropped out in the 9th grade, took a couple online classes, and then got my GED.
Right. So in my head, I was like, oh, maybe Dylan is buying a varsity jacket because he missed out on the high school experience
Do I
and wants
seem
to.
like that type of person?
I don't know. That hence my asking.
I just feel like, no, there is no deeper meaning behind
Well, then there you go.
any of the fashion choices I make.
Fair enough.
I wear what I think I look good in
Sure.
and what I enjoy.
Okay, but again, it's one of those things where like, why do you enjoy the things that you enjoy? I just want to get down
Because
to
they look good.
Sure, but it also could just be like, well, you know, I wear this because I was inspired by this character or this show or just this kind of style that I like a lot that I saw. And
I
then-
I have brief moments of that,
yeah,
but then I realize that it's stupid, so I stop.
yeah, of like TV show stuff.
I wanted to buy a trench coat. Not a trench coat, but
You
like
wanna be a school shooter.
Sorry. I wanted to buy a really nice cold overcoat after watching Sherlock for the first time.
Oh, okay, yeah,
But then I stopped because I live in Texas,
yeah. Doesn't seem very plausible.
and I don't think I could pull off an overcoat.
Fair enough. I thought the same thing about like a pea coat. A pea
Aren't-
coat.
Wait, they might be the same thing. Hold on. Pea coat. Let me look that
We
up.
might be thinking of the same thing.
Tell them about your cargo shorts.
Okay, so here's the thing. I rarely ever buy new clothes, and it's gotten to a point where most
Yes,
of my
we were
clothes.
thinking of the same thing.
All right, cool. Most of my clothes are years old. My whole wardrobe is like years old. One or two new things here and there, but for the most part, I just don't think about it. And so, especially pants. Pants is something I never think about.
Yeah.
And especially shorts, because I rarely ever wear shorts
Yeah.
on a day-to-day basis. So, when I moved to Texas, and it was slightly hotter than it was in South Carolina, but also not that much hotter, honestly. And
No.
but I was outside more because we were moving.
Scientifically, it is hotter. We're closer to the equator.
Sure, but that's more of a climate thing than a weather thing.
That's true. Is it more humid here? I've never been to South Carolina.
No, it's way more humid
Okay,
in South
that's fair.
Carolina.
You're closer to water, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're on the beach.
Right.
Yeah. Which would make it feel even hotter than it actually
Yes.
is. It's a little bit of a drier heat. But anyway, that day we were moving you into this apartment, and
No.
was hot. Yes.
When you moved here?
No.
Oh,
when
later.
I was called out from my cargo shorts the
Oh,
first
okay.
the first time.
Oh, I don't remember this. Go on.
We were moving you into this apartment, and it was a hot day, and it was a lot of physical labor. So I was like, I'll just wear a t-shirt and shorts. It's just going to be easier. The shorts I had, I don't have them anymore. I want to make that clear. The shorts I had
What'd you do with them?
I just threw them out.
Oh, you should have donated them.
I mean, I probably could have.
Rude.
All right.
Could have gotten tax deducted.
I didn't really need that to be a thing.
Goodwill.
Okay.
You just throw them out. Some boy in Africa could be wearing them right now.
You're okay.
You're a terrible person.
Anyway, so I hadn't bought new shorts probably since I was a freshman in high school. I just don't think about shorts. And so the shorts that I bought around that time were cargo shorts. Thank you for chewing your ice as far away from the microphone as humanly possible.
I'm trying.
So when it got to the point where I was like, oh, I need to wear shorts, I guess, the only ones I had were cargo shorts. And then it was mostly Celeste called me out on wearing cargo shorts. But can't deny, it was helpful that day because I got to put things in my pockets and carry them inside.
Sure.
There was a utility.
Uses. They're just not very fashionable.
Sure. But again, I rarely wore them ever.
Yeah.
And so after that exchange, the next time we went to like a Walmart,
You improved yourself.
yeah, I just bought two pairs of $7 shorts from Walmart,
There you go.
and those are my shorts now.
Yeah, that was, I think, stopping wearing cargo shorts was, I think that was the break when I finally decided that I would care about what I wear. Little rhyme.
Hey,
But I feel like that's when a boy becomes a man.
when he throws out his cargo shorts.
Yep.
When I was a boy, I dressed like a boy.
Yep.
When I became a man, I put my cargo shorts behind me.
Yep. The other big leap for me was when I decided to never wear just a shirt.
Yeah.
And that's a personal style choice, but it's generally frowned upon. I'm trying to dance around this because I know you personally don't think that fashion, that there's a gap between fashion and our age groups. I don't think there is. You do. But it's generally frowned upon to only wear a t-shirt and nothing else unless you're real skinny, like a lanky white boy.
I guess. If I know I'm going out in public, then I don't like to wear just a shirt. That's just because I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
But like if you just invite me over to do a podcast,
Yeah.
I mean, this is technically just a shirt, but it's a button up.
No, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, t-shirt.
Just a t-shirt. Yeah, like when you and Ricky and I did the work summit the other day, I just wore a t-shirt and shorts because I was like, I'm not gonna dress up to sit around all day.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
If anyone sees me other than like my mom, I shower and dress
Yeah.
because I like to look good
Sure.
for others.
Fair enough.
It's not for me.
That's right.
I hate everything about fashion.
I really do enjoy dressing up, but yeah, if it's just if I'm just like doing nothing, then I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wear pajamas and a t-shirt today.
Oh, for sure. If I'm just around the house, I don't really care. But yeah, that's fashion is very interesting to me.
Sure.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I buy many clothes. Many cloth.
Do you ever buy new clothes?
If I can't find them in thrift stores, yeah.
Okay, so your first stop is always to go to like a Goodwill or a Plato's
Because it's
Closet.
way cheaper.
Yeah, I get that, but it's also, I don't know. I've had next to no luck in thrift stores finding things that I like.
You don't go enough.
I go pretty when
Not as much as me.
when I need clothes, but I don't know. It's almost like if I go to like an actual clothing store, I am absolutely guaranteed to find something, and so that to me is worth the additional price, and because it's less hassle.
I just clothes are very overpriced.
Right, but they're also, I don't know. They're also.
What are you
very,
looking for that you can't find? Because if you're looking for if you're looking for very specific things, you're not gonna.
I know the style that I like, and I know the colors that I like, and the patterns, and the stuff like
branch
that.
out.
Do what?
That's what thrift shopping's all about. You gotta branch out.
Right, but it's like when you know what you look good in, why would I go? I'm going to try something where I look terrible today.
Well, not. That's not what I'm saying. Branch out into other things that you might look good in.
No, but I know what I look good in.
But what if there's a hidden gem?
But I know what I look good in.
But what if there's another level that you haven't hit yet?
But I know what I look good in.
No. I know that. But you know what you look good in.
Yes.
Do you know what you look best in?
Yes.
Bester.
That's not a word.
Is it?
It's not.
You don't know because you haven't gone thrift shopping.
Better would be the word.
Bestest.
Best is just fine on its own.
Beep beep.
All right.
Wait.
What?
Okay. That was a good wait. I appreciated you waiting.
Okay.
We're gonna end this podcast.
Oh,
now.
okay. Awesome.
That's it. How do we Twitter?
Yeah.
At
an online podcast.
Oh, I thought we were gonna
Oh, sorry.
my
Twitter
goes
like
every
cow.
penis.
Cows don't have penises, Dylan.
Oh yeah, it's bulls. Oops.
See, now you're showing your age. You haven't even learned your animals yet.
Shit. You got me. At an online podcast, tell us if you like varsity jackets. Don't tell
and
us
tell
your
us
age.
your age.
Do not tell us your
Tell
age.
us your age to go along with it. All the data is useful.
Scott is an ageist.
No,
He's pushing his agenda onto me.
that's not what I'm doing.
Pushing his agenda.
All right. Explore your agendas.
My Twitter is at Baskin Robbins.
Mm-hmm.
Scott,
See, I'm at Dairy Queen, so it's going to get.
blood in the streets.
Yep.
Like, Dairy Queen is like not even a direct competitor to Baskin Robbins
You
anymore.
think so?
Dairy Queen's just a fast food restaurant now.
That's fair.
They don't do ice
See,
cream as much.
I don't.
I mean,
I've
they
never.
do,
I
but
don't
it's
think
not
I've ever
first.
been to either one of those two places.
I have been to half
Mm-hmm.
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
It's good. They remodeled recently. Very pretty.
Mm.
Anyway, we're going to go to Steak and Shake now.
Woo!
Thanks for watching. There's no book now, so yeah, bye-bye.
Clap.
For any of our viewers who have access to internet, we invite your comments.